So we're Verificient Technologies, and we verify the identity of online test takers. We use some really sexy technologies. We use machine learning, computer visioning, and biometrics. It's pretty intense, but we'll get into it and show you a little bit examples of it. Our technology is patented. We received our patents just a year and a half ago. It covers all the verticals that we're going at, and kind of go into a little bit more detail on how we do it. So at Verificient, we have 3 products. We have, for education, we verify the identity of online test takers for distance learning programs or online programs. And there's one word that we use for that. We call that integrity. The second product is fresh hire. We've been hearing a lot about education to employment here, and a lot of the 2 other companies previous to me. We use our continuous identity verification system for verifying pre-employment assessments. So how do we demonstrate that individual that's coming in for interview has the competency and skill set you're looking for? And the word that we use for fresh hire is quality. We help get quality candidates before they come in for a face-to-face interview. And then the last product we have is remote desk. There's been a huge growth for remote at-home workers. So when you're calling up Amazon.com, you're probably not going to get an employee that's at the call center. There's going to be somebody remotely at home. And so how do we verify that those individuals are not occurring any kind of data breaches? They're making sure that the information that they're using for your PPI, or even insurance companies during open enrollment, when you call to change your plans, how do we make sure that those individuals are not taking your HIPAA data? So the word we use for remote desk is conduct. We help organizations ensure that their remote at-home agents or the remote workforce are fully compliant with what the rules are within their organizations. So our technology, it's very simple, it's very easy, it's very user-driven. We're fully integrated into learning management systems for education, for HR, ATSs, as you're probably familiar, and for remote desk, we call them VPNs. So everything is a thin cloud when you're working remotely. Our technology is algorithms straight from the cloud, and we always provide feedback real time for dashboards where we show what the results of either the student, the candidate, or the remote at-home worker. So here's interesting. Cheating happens. You're probably familiar. It could be as easy as that note on your thumb. The picture to the right, education is so important. We've been hearing from the last companies, especially with Africa. On that day, they had students that were going for entrance exams. And those are parents giving answers. 3 parents died that day. That's how important education is globally, and more important than here. In China, they're using drones to deactivate any kind of electronic devices, Bluetooth. You're hearing it every day about Wall Street Journal, SATs, big breach, and so forth. How we got started was pretty simple. It was compliance. If you're familiar with online programs, you have to ensure that your distant learners are authenticated. Is it Jeff that is registered for the course? Is it he that takes the exams? Is it he that deserves the credit? And once those 3 questions are answered, the institution receives title for financial aid dollars from that person. If they can't answer those questions, there's a lot of problems in receiving those funds. When we started, there was only manual proctoring. So you would have to schedule a session a few weeks in advance. You would have to wait till the proctor came on, and it became very intrusive. It was just looking through a webcam. The accuracy wasn't there. The proctor was looking at 1 to 10 people at a time. And the reliability, but most important, the scale wasn't there. The other solutions were, again, you go through a webcam, and they record you, and they send that session over to India, and there's somebody watching it 8 times the speed and putting little markers in. So our solution is completely different. And these solutions are not automated, and they're certainly not scalable, and certainly this is not scalable, and this is what countries do today. So our solution for education is ProctorTrack, where we monitor all the students remotely through a webcam and microphone. It's a 3-step process. We make our UIs and our experiences very simple for users. It's a face scan, ID scan, and it's a knuckle scan. Sometimes people refer to us as knuckleheads. But regardless, those are 3 easy steps, and they take the assessment, they load it up, simple as that. For the institutions, they get the results. Once the videos are processed, we do all the heavy lifting. We'll go ahead and put the whole session, and we'll put flags all the way through. You can go through different tabs and see different versions or tiers of information. It makes it very simple. Instructors, they already have enough work. Over the last 4 years, we've served about 300 clients. We've done 1.7 million assessments. Every time we do assessment, we take that technology, we take that AI information, and we make our algorithms even stronger or faster. Selected clients, you have 2 years publicly traded. You have Penn State. If you look through, you'll see some very large programs. We go from publicly traded to the most cost-productive computer science degree with Udacity and Georgia Tech. We've helped them scale from 1,500 students to 5,500 students in 2 years because of scalability. So our second product is Fresh Hire, education to employment. It's similar to the discussions we're having today. And again, we help employers ensure that this candidate has the competency and skill set before they're brought in. We also learned very quickly about how mobile first is very important in countries like India and Africa. So we've actually just started launching there. Remote desk, we provide a clean desk environment and make sure it is that agent that's supposed to be doing what they're supposed to. Data breaches last year are almost 500 million. This technology will stop it. Our founders, I myself as the CEO, Dr. Rajesh Kumar is our CTO from Georgia Tech. Rahul Sidhart is from branding and advertising agencies over the last 20 years. We're here, our ask is pretty much we're here to make friends. This is our 4th year coming, and we've been very fortunate to have some great deep relationships and partnerships. If you guys have any questions or you have similar passions that we do, I'd love to chat with you guys. Thank you.